It's me again. It is 4:32 a.m. It has been a busy night and I am exhausted. But I wanted to make this video because I had a message that was left for me, and the person said that they did not understand boundaries. I made a video a while back talking about we ought to have our boundaries, our do's and don'ts, our wills, our wants. And so let me tell you what boundaries are. Boundaries are things that you will not accept from other individuals, lines that cannot be crossed, things that will not be tolerated. You're not going to accept it. There are certain pet peeves that you find offensive. There are certain words that you find that's not becoming. There are certain words that you should not use in describing somebody or talking about somebody. So you may say, Renee, can you make it a little plainer? Can you make it a little clearer about boundaries? Well, yeah, I can make it clearer. The first one is respect. If I don't disrespect you, you're not going to disrespect me. And that's a big one. The second one is talking down at somebody. If I don't talk down to you, you cannot talk down to me. And you may say, what do you mean by talking down? Making somebody feel less than, making somebody feel dumb, making somebody feel stupid. And you try to elevate yourself to seem like you smart. That's what I mean by talking down. The other boundaries are cheating, right? Some people will not tolerate being in a relationship where somebody cannot be faithful, and they feel like they like to get out and sleep with everybody and anybody. So that's a boundary. You understand what I'm saying? Another boundary is putting your hands on somebody. So that's a physical boundary. The only thing you should be chastising is your kids and training your pets. After that, that's it. Once we become adults, you can't re-raise us anymore. We've been raised already. And if our parents didn't do a good job in raising us, you can't re-raise us. That's just a missed boat, an airplane that then took off, a balloon that then floated in the sky. You can't do that. We have to understand that grown folks are grown folks. Even though we may act like kids at times, you cannot re-raise another adult. You raise children. You raise animals on the farm, but you don't raise a grown person. That's a boundary. Another boundary that you should not cross is calling somebody out of their name. If that person was not born with the name Bitch, that person was not born with the name Hoe, that person had a legal name they was given at birth. And that's what you should call them. That's crossing the boundaries. Crossing the boundaries, again, is sticking your nose in somebody's business and nobody invited you in. That's a boundary too, right? So I hope that we understand what boundaries are. And everybody has their own boundaries. And only person who knows the boundaries that you have is you. And so you have to set those boundaries. You have to draw the line in the sand. And you have to not let anybody cross those boundaries. You understand what I'm saying? Taking advantage of you, using you, manipulating you, deceiving you. Those are boundaries you don't want to allow anybody to cross. And you have you have the power to not allow it. Again, as I said many times, you have to teach people how to treat you. You really do. You have to tell them, we ain't doing that today. Not today. We ain't saying that today. I'm not accepting that. Now, if you can't come correct and you can't come at all, go away until you figure out how to come to approach me in the proper manner. So that's what I say about boundaries. It's not what you say, but it's how you say it. And those boundaries are anything that upsets you, angers you, make you feel uncomfortable, right? And so we all have them, whether we realize it or not. And whatever circumstance or situation we have been through, we should understand what our boundaries of do's and don'ts are. So let me know if this helped you or if it did not. But that's what them boundaries are. And don't let nobody cross them lines. Stand your ground.